Strange and bizarre rituals getting Utah legislators elected on today's Defending Utah radio program.
Defending Utah covers the stories others are just too often afraid to touch.
They don't nibble around the edges when it comes to pointing out threats to our liberty. They're not afraid to name names and call out organizations.
This is Defending Utah Radio. Defending Utah. Think right and wrong, not right and left. Join Defending Utah, because if you're not already on a government watch list, you should be.
Welcome back to Defending Utah Radio. I'm Ben McClintock from defendingutah.org, where we think right and wrong, not right and left. Before we get into the program, we want to encourage you to make sure that you download the Defending Utah app, or you subscribe to us through your favorite podcast platform. Also encourage you, we've got a bunch of great books that we have through Amazon, either through ebooks or we have the print editions as well there. Utah Serious Combinations is a great one to help you understand the organizations here in Utah that are working to undermine liberty, which leads us a lot to actually the organization that we're going to be speaking about in today's show. And you can get that on an ebook on Amazon. You just search Utah's Serious Combinations. Also, we really want to encourage, we're getting this into private schools all over the state and encouraging people to be able to get copies of this, is The Proper Role of Government, the 21st Century Manifesto for Good Government, where it reprints President Benson's classic talk on the proper role of government, and then we go into the 15 principles explaining their background and how to implement them today. So, if you listened to our show before, I think you've probably heard us talk about the Buckshot Caucus. If you haven't, go back and search for Buckshot Caucus, hashtag Utah Illuminati, and learn more, get some more background on that. But we were actually able to receive from several different sources actually verifying this. So this isn't just one person. We've got photos that we'll be putting on the video portion of this or on the website version of this that talk about, or that will kind of give you some visuals of what we're going to be talking about. But we're going to be talking about a legislator, and this is what we talk about a lot as well, is legislators that are, they're wolves in sheep's clothing, right? They are promoted by the media as being extreme right-wing when they're actually, because they're getting promoted by the media, they are part of the establishment. And so when we first wrote about this in our membership bulletin, this was exclusive to our members, this legislator had just gotten in, and so we didn't know much about the background. And then the other day I was actually going into our old bulletins, and I came across this article again, and I was like, oh, wow, I knew who that legislator is now. I understand exactly what's been going on with legislation that is what they call pacifier bills, where they make the people that are in favor, like, for example, with her, we're pro-life, but when you actually look at it and you actually look at the people that are pro-abortion and what they say about the bills amongst themselves, not publicly, because they always have to play the part of the false opposition of being all angry about this. But what we did was we looked at what they were saying amongst themselves, and they were laughing about her bills and how they were just pacifier bills, how they didn't actually do anything, etc. So recently, a trusted source, and again, we verified this in 3 different ways, they came to Defending Utah with some information of the activities and rituals of the Buckshot Caucus. And the source said, quote, "Tonight I attended as a delegate District 43's special election to replace House Representative Adam Gardner." And so this was in 2017. This was a presentation given by our, quote, acting city manager, admiring Jake Parkinson, the Salt Lake County chair at the time. Bacon, guns, green M&Ms with red spray paint sprayed in front of us, Dr. Pepper at 36 degrees per Jake's request, 2 paper roses with scissors that they cut in front of us. Then, to make things even more odd, the first round of electronic voting had a tie between 2 candidates that surely stood no chance, Cheryl Acton and Lyle Decker. The whole thing was odd. Adam Gardner endorsed Steve Van Bibber, and the entire city was full of Van Bibber propaganda, drenched in it. It seemed it was in the bag for Steve, but he lost in the first round. So Cheryl and Lyle moved on to the second round of voting. Then they tied again with 53 votes. That's right, 53 votes. You can't split 53. So according to bylaws, they did a coin toss. Cheryl got to pick and picked heads. She won. Steve Van Bibber looked played and confused. We think that Steve was a distraction and Buckshot wanted Cheryl the whole time. End of quote. So again, like I said, this story's been verified by several attendees. And to recap, what we have here is what was supposed to be the election of a replacement legislator. However, instead of getting to the business at hand, the county chair of the party demanded that some ceremony was performed where they spray painted green M&Ms red, cut paper roses, wrapped toy guns with raw bacon, and opened a can of soda at a specific predetermined temperature. After the bizarre ritual, the vote was held, and even though there was an odd number of voters, they declared it a tie vote, followed by a mandatory coin toss. This series of events led several attendees suspecting it had been a setup from the beginning. What this ritual was, or what it means to those involved, we are still investigating, but it clearly meant something to them. Since the Buckshot Caucus brags about being an offshoot of the original Bavarian Illuminati and the Black Hand, we can assume it to be for nefarious purposes. Symbolism is used frequently by the Lord as well as by Satan throughout time. The Lord uses symbols such as when numbers were used to describe the mark of the beast. The Lord uses animals as symbolism, such as when the Savior is compared to a lamb and Satan is referred to as a dragon. When one is baptized, the symbolism of burial is used by immersing the individual in water, followed by the resurrection when they come up out of the water. Satan uses symbolism as an important part of his deception and rituals as well. In ancient Israel, Satan was able to get the apostate Israeli priests to worship Baal, which is both represented by the bull as well as the sheep, the latter being a counterfeit of Christ. The Gadianton robbers, Satanists on the American continent, used blood-soaked lambs as part of their symbolic rituals, as found in 3 Nephi chapter 4. Anciently as well as today, Satanists sacrificed children to the god Moloch, symbolized by an ox. This is a real satanic conspiracy. Really understanding what we are fighting is essential not only to our effectiveness, but hopefully to our dedication. This is not a group of people who we can politically disagree with. These guys are working for Satan in an effort to destroy as many souls as they possibly can. That should motivate us to increase our efforts and resources to the cause of Christ, to ensure that we do waste and wear out our lives exposing the hidden things of darkness, and refuse to give up, give in, or become distracted from the end goal. So with this special report, we hope that you'll make things make more sense to you as you watch things that didn't quite make sense. The pieces of the puzzle start to come together. Now, if you like what we do, we encourage you, and we hope that you'll go to defendingutah.org, click on the membership tab, and become a member today. Also, go pick up those booklets. If you go to Amazon.com actually right now and you just type in Defending Utah, we've got several books there that we encourage you to use as tools to be able to educate yourself better and also be able to spread with others to be able to educate them. Until next time, I'm Ben McClintock from DefendingUtah.org. This Defending Utah presentation brought to you in part by Anderson Accounting, AndersonAccounting.com, Trust Plumbing, 801-808-5470, Higher Calling Firearms, HigherCallingFirearms.com, Pioneer Family Scholars, Black Lotus Web Dev, BlackLotusWebDev.com, American Appliance at 801-254-2566, Shem Financial Services, 801-856-6151, and the law offices of Garrett T. Smith, 801-477-1570.
It's a fact. More photos of you are being taken than ever before. Are you ashamed of your smile? At last, a new technology that gives a brighter and healthier smile in under 2 hours. And it's fully warranted, so you'll never have to worry about your smile again. Call Dr. Jeremy Thompson at Thompson Dental, 801-254-0835, or visit GoNewSmile.com, and we'll show you how you can restore your faded, yellowed, or worn teeth without surgery, crowns, or implants. And it's backed by a 30-day, 100% satisfaction money-back guarantee. This scientific breakthrough will painlessly transform your appearance in one visit. The smile you've been waiting for will never cost less or look brighter than it will today. Call 801-254-0835 or visit GoNewSmile.com. That's GONU Smile.com to revitalize your smile. New Smile. It looks good on you.